Hello and welcome. I'm the Restless Kaiser.
I'm James Workshop.
But together we are Modelling for Advantage. It seems like all we talk about these days is the UK Games Expo, because we was there, weren't we? We met a handsome young fellow called Will. And he's written a number of games, including Forbidden Psalm. I think it's probably the famous one.
Yes.
For those of you that heard it, or Psalm 28 is like a cut down version of that. But we saw this game, The Last War, and it turns out they do a box set.
They certainly do.
He'd run out of them at the show, or only had very small number to sell, so I didn't try and blag one from him. We actually got this one from War Games Atlantic with our last trade order. And we got it for you. Because I mean, I like the look of it, but you're really into it.
I'm really into it, yeah. The whole 28 movement that's going on at the moment has taken me a little bit, and this is one of those. So I want to give it a go.
If we're looking a bit sweaty, it's because it's really hot up here, by the way. James is younger than me and less hairy.
As far as you know.
Maybe not. So far as I know.
It's distributed differently, shall we say.
That hair is distributed differently. All right. Should we open it up and show them? I mean, I did take the lid off this box with Will at the UK Games Expo. Oh. So this is one of the... We're seeing a number of products coming out from this kind of triad, which is like indie developer, War Games Atlantic Miniatures, Sarissa Precision Distribution. This one has got those same logos on the side of the box. Yep. It's got the same kind of provenance. And I think it's a good thing. I think it's getting box sets of indie developers' games, miniatures, rules, place to start, which you otherwise wouldn't be able to do.
Yeah, this is a game that, until extremely recently, would have been a book.
Would have been a book.
And nothing else.
Yes.
And you would have had to create your own miniatures or do something like this of your own accord.
Yeah.
And that means that no one would have played it.
Indeed. Well, or a smaller number.
A very small number of people would have played
it.
We
do get, there's a bit of an RPG feel to this, and you can see that because we get polyhedral dice. We get a 4, a 6, an 8, a 10, and a 100's 10, a 12, and a 20. So the full set.
Okay.
And the D30s are not official, are they?
No, they're not.
Where do you stand on D4s, James? I like the old school D4 with the number on the bottom.
Oh, okay.
The newer style with the number on the top, I'm less keen on.
I don't care.
You don't care. And then have you seen like them rolly D4s?
I have seen the rolly D4s,
which are like a lozenge with a number on the four sides and a damn tip.
Yeah. You see full sets of those as well.
They seem like an abomination before God to me. I don't own one because I think my soul might be impaired having ownership of such a tool. You can have your own views on that, but those rolly D4s,
you're not into it?
Like a 6-sided dice with the numbers printed on it.
I've seen a product recently.
Right.
Welcome to the tangent, everybody. I've seen a product recently that was a full polyhedral set, not including the 20, but they were all bullets. And so they had different numbers of sides on each one of them, and the way that you carried them was in a magazine.
Right.
So you'd like,
but they couldn't do the 20 because you wouldn't be able to read the numbers.
Read the numbers.
But the 20 is the role player dice. It's the key one, isn't it?
Yeah. All right. I wonder how many they've sold.
Look, I mean, it's a set of polyhedral dice. They're okay. I wouldn't write home about them, but they're all there. But it does give us an indication of how there's kind of role-playing notes in this game. Sprue-wise, how many have we got there? 1, 2, 3, 4 sprues of dudes.
2 sprues of maggots.
2 sprues of maggots and things. I'm going to look at these in a little more detail.
Lots of bases. The lovely War Games Atlantic bases.
War Games Atlantic bases. So they've got a hole in the middle because I don't know, but sometimes presumably there are things that you would pin directly in. Textured on that side, but you can also flip them over and use them as like a lipped base if that is your preference. And there's enough bases here for more figures than we've got, I think, which is good.
Certainly. We've got some... Oh, God, that's thick. There's 2.
There are 2 identical sets of tokens.
Lovely.
And these have got lovely stylized art. So these are status effects. We've got a jam, blind, unloaded, dead.
Yeah. Did you notice that the jam is a jar of jam?
A jar of jam. Yeah. Absolutely quite stylized. Oh, yeah, because you've got poison, diseased, burning... Yeah, so there's a lot of grim statuses other than just dead in here. I do like the idea that you need a marker for dead.
I do like
rather
that
than just
too.
remove the miniature. No, this guy is dead. Just leave him there. Leave him alone. He's dead.
Downed is having a nap.
So this is what, 2-3 mil grey board. They're matte finish rather than shiny, but they're good quality tokens. There do seem to be a lot of status effects here, but in skirmish games that's pretty common. There are a lot of different things that you would want to track. But rather than these saying like down or in cover, they're all just different ways of being made. Which is it is horror, right?
I'm into it.
So it's like a World War I horror setting.
Yeah.
You actually, the book is in there. You blagged this book from Will at the show.
I did not blag this book in the slightest. It was offered kindly.
It was offered kindly to you.
Kindly to me.
You had a
I
little bit of a
initially refused.
Did you?
I did.
Nobly.
Nobly.
That's
And then
how
the
he
gentleman-
remembers it anyway.
And then he gave us like a press book, which
Yes.
is like a super cut down version
Just rules,
of
just the mechanics.
Forbidden Psalm.
Yeah.
And I was like, I read that last night in the hotel room, and he was like, all right, well, you'll like this one too. And I was like, it's fine. But no, he was very kind to give us a copy, and I've given it a quick read through.
So a horror World War I setting, it's a popular thing these days. What's different about this one? You've had a bit of a read.
I've had a little bit of a read. Okay, my understanding is that World War I didn't end. Instead of getting to the end of World War One, a fog rolled in,
Oh,
and within the fog,
that's like a Dean Koontz novel, isn't it?
it is.
Yeah, okay, cool. Cool. I'm there. I'm in.
Within that fog, for some reason, mysterious supernatural things occur.
Oh, excellent.
So you got your classic stuff like werewolves and stuff, but you get in World War One things like rats, maggots growing to ridiculous unnatural sizes,
Rats of unusual size.
rats
A
of
la
unusual
Princess
size.
Bride.
Tanks getting haunted.
Inconceivable.
I don't think that means what you think it means. Tanks getting haunted and rolling around on their own, and that can be like a narrative. Like you can do
Oh, I didn't know that.
whatever you can think of that is like horror plus World War One, and I mean like Hammer horror plus World War
Oh,
One.
sweet.
That's what this game is about.
Excellent. Which is why we get a different. Do you want to just give them a quick show of some of the art from the manual? Because it's quite stylized. It's got kind of notes of sort of 1980s D&D manuals, like pen and ink drawings. I mean, it looks like it is actually digital design, but it's got a kind of scratchy, grubby look to it, which is quite stylized.
Definitely.
And there is something quite terrifying about a gas mask.
Oh, always,
The kind of inhumanity of the face, but still got eyes, elongated nose and trunk. But still a man within. There's something perverted about it.
Yeah, definitely. It's a mutated version of something that is almost a face. I think we had a conversation about this not long ago.
Yeah,
Horses
probably.
in gas masks, even worse.
Oh, man, horses in gas masks. And they really did have them in World War One, and they look terrifying.
They really do. Yeah. But it's a gorgeous book. It's one of those books that I'd own for the sake of owning the book. Like,
yes.
It's a really lovely looking thing. But I just saw £6 a gun. Sorry. Yeah, there's tanks.
There's tanks with a naval quick firing 6-pounder.
Yeah.
Look at that. There's 2d10 damage.
Oh my god. Okay, so yeah, this book has the basic rules for if you want to play something. It's got all the fluff as you'd expect, and then it's got a bunch of missions, but like loose ideas on missions rather than really specific things.
Yeah.
With some rules, but it's a narrative game. You and your opponent sit down and you decide how you're going to play today.
Yeah.
And I think that's important.
But there is an element of having a persistent warband. And you can kind of level up your characters a bit, and then they die in the next mission. Just only the ones that leveled up, of course. All that kind of thing. And the setting, it's like the world has kind of disappeared in the fog, and the trenches is pretty much the only bit that's left.
Yeah.
And they're all in these trenches, all of the remainder of humanity. Because he said to us, here at Haunted Tank, that he writes books about the games about the end of the world in different settings. So that's kind of where we are with that. The trenches are what is left. So the civilians are in there too. Anybody that's still around,
literally anyone still alive,
is still there. Now, in terms of the Spros, then to talk about, do you want to tell them what
Shall I list?
Tell them what it is that they get.
That is my role.
That is your role.
So 25 hard plastic World War I troops. So we got 5 British, 7 French, 6 German, and 7 Russian. Presumably that's just one sprue of each.
There's one sprue of each, and they got different numbers of bodies on them.
Yeah. Forbidden Psalm, the Last War rulebook, the dice set, a bunch of tokens, and it doesn't mention my favourite part about this box, which is these. It doesn't mention that on the box.
It doesn't actually mention that we get these monsters.
No.
No. Okay. So this is, I forget, War Games Atlantic do sell this in a box. Okay. I don't know what they call it. So like you said, we've got some rats. We've got a rat with a mohawk there. These rats are about 1 inch long. Maggots slightly longer still.
Yeah.
Some tentacle type things to attach. So you can use there are some weird looking heads.
I love them.
On here, which are a bit more horror and a bit more mutant, which are compatible with these soldiers. I'm told that the zombie sprue that War Games Atlantic do, which also has a number of other like World War I heads in it, that's also compatible with these. So you can create your kind of some of your monstrous creatures with a combination of those things.
So I know that this is sold separately.
Yeah.
To me, this is the sprue in the box.
Yes.
We were talking about it a tiny bit before we started. So the art on the back.
The art on the back is a
War
bit
Games
disappointing.
Atlantic art, right? I think the person who made this box didn't know this was in here.
Because it's not written on the box.
It's never mentioned.
Yeah.
Like they mention maggots and they mention rats.
And it definitely doesn't say special edition.
No. There's nothing.
This is this is the normal box.
Yeah, this is the
but it isn't
standard.
mentioned in the list of components.
No, and a lot of the colour that is in this box is both not represented here. So what the person who made this box didn't read this book and they didn't know what was in it.
Just thought there's some First World War figures in it.
Yeah. So they've got I don't excuse them that. Like I don't mind because
but
it's good art.
Not a hard sell.
It's not a sell at all.
No, because they're the World War I Germans and they're World War I British.
Yeah. And
which we do get, but we get bits to make them look a bit more in our setting.
And definitely. And if you want to make a British force with some extra bits, go for it. But what I was saying to you was I'd just mash all these bits together. Like you end up with a warband of people who have been spending a couple of years nicking whatever gear that they can get. Like,
so I got the impression that these were from different factions.
Oh, they might
but
be.
Maybe there aren't faction roles. I got the impression that if the French soldier was going to be a bit different from the British soldier, but I could be completely wrong in that, simply because it comes with these different types. So the War Games Atlantic British Infantry is a 2022 sprue. Compared to for example, Warlord sprue, if you've not had War Games Atlantic stuff, their sprues are a bit more modular. You usually have the arms separate from the weapons, so it usually is a 3-part arrangement. So there's a lot more posability, but a lot more work involved. But they're also a little bit leaner. They're a bit thinner. They're not quite so heroically posed or scaled. You have an interesting mix. I'm just looking at the heads, getting the right way up. So the heads that you have for the British guys, you have the option for the Brody helmet, which looks like it's got a helmet cover on it, or the soft cap of the BEF. Ooh. I think it's 1916 when the British get steel helmets. But we've also got pith helmets. And we've got uncovered helmets here. So we've got a nice mix.
Yeah, whatever you like.
It's World War I setting, so almost everybody's got a rifle. But there is a Lewis gun on here as well.
Which is represented.
In the game. And you have some more... You don't seem to have kind of trench raiding weapons here.
There's a couple on here.
On here, there's a couple of very spiky looking maces. If you... and there's also a set of heads with gas masks.
Oh, very nice.
Which is nice. And they're really sneaky looking gas masks as well. So each person's gas mask is going to be different. And then we've got the canisters, the actual respirator pack that goes on the front is in there.
Every sprue has gas masks.
Every sprue has gas masks. Oh, there's a miss.
Oh, yeah.
If you go round the First World War Museum and you see the stuff that the troops improvise for trench raiding. It is some of the most brutal kind of football hooligan weapons that you've... It's like, I've got a rifle and a bayonet, but if we're getting close, what I really want is a stick with a nail through it. Or better still, a stick with 10 nails through it. All right? Yeah. Or maybe just a tin of beans to smash him in the face with. There's some really brutal looking weapons. But it is the golden age of the kind of magazine-fed bolt action rifle, which is what is represented here. But you will customise a little bit beyond that.
Yep.
The British ones are as expected. The French ones, they're in their... Yeah, these have got their... Is it a frock coat? I forget, but they've got that kind of turned-backed great coat. The French, this is 2021. So they look very, very French. They've done a good job of kind of capturing the essence of the difference. I mean, if you see the rifle, this looks very different to that rifle. Yeah. Have they got... Yeah, they've got... Look, their Hotchkiss machine gun. You see it's kind of loading. It's very strange. It's got this kind of disc...
built-in canister.
Underneath it. I don't know whether it's a drum. Because the French also
have... half drum? I think I know what you mean. Yeah, they've got a really weird... sort of like the banana clips. Like they've got... Like
I don't quite know how it works. But I know they had strip-fed machine guns as well. The machine guns work quite differently.
Probably clockwork. So like you wind something and then it pushes a spring through in order for it to be like that. Yeah.
That would make sense. But they've got a really distinctive look again, and you can have these guys. We've got... Is that a field cap? With some goggles. He's like a chasseur mountain troop, isn't he?
That's amazing.
On there we've got a few of those. Most of them have got the Adrian helmet, not the... Every time I hear the word Adrian, I just have like Sylvester Stallone. Yeah, exactly that. That's exactly why the Adrian helmet. I just see Stallone. That's not what they were referring to. So yeah, you've got no, sadly not. Sadly not. Again, done the same style. Well, they're quite distinctive packs. And is there a gas mask option?
There's gas masks on all of them, I promise.
Yeah. Absolutely, so they're pretty nice again, and again a huge range of heads. Oh, officer's sword!
Hey.
Look at that!
You know who the leader is now. They're pointing and they got a sword.
You can definitely have a dude that there's arms pointing.
They're on all of them, I think.
On all of them.
Lovely.
Judging by the fact that these guys have got a greatcoat wrapped over them, I assume these are Russians. The Russians 2023, Russian infantry. So these have got a fine arrangement of hats. Again, peaked caps, a helmet.
There's someone swinging a shovel on that one as well, I think.
Is there...
Oh no, that's this one, sorry.
Oh, this is a really nice pose. See that ornamental sword?
Oh yeah.
It's got a tassel on it, and the officer, it's like he's just resting his hand on the hip there, which is nice. Again, obviously most of these have got rifles, but is there one with an LMG? There will be somewhere.
It's got to be. Well, it doesn't have to be, I suppose.
I don't know. I know the Russians used Maxims.
They did.
Maybe they didn't develop an LMG. Maybe we sent them some Lewis guns. I'm not sure. But see, the gas mask is quite different now. It's got like a box. I've never actually seen a... I mean, I probably have done, because I did recognise it once I'd seen it, but I couldn't have described it to you before seeing it just there. It's quite a bit more horror looking as well.
Yeah.
Because it's more like someone's put a bag over a man's head.
There's no helmet. It is it's a mask.
It's a mask.
It's a full-on mask, but they've got a box of after eights hanging off the bottom of it.
Yeah.
And you've got one left, which is that one.
Which is the Germans, presumably.
Yeah, because they got
so in the Germans, so here we've got a whole bunch of grenades.
Yeah, stick grenades.
Stick grenades. We've got field caps here. We've got Pickelhaube there, and we've got Stahlhelms there, which is quite nice. Entrenching tools. And so again, done a nice job. So although there are different numbers on this, because of the different numbers on the spread, I think you need something like 5 or 6 to make a squad. The German ones are more interesting. They're
5, I think.
People seem to be more familiar with German military equipment than others. So here you've got, you've got that Panzernacker type grenade where there's a bunch of concussion grenades or thermite grenades in a row. I'm sure other people had similar improvised equipment,
I'm pretty confident.
but this one's iconic. So you get it. We've also got on here the Bergmann submachine gun, which I think comes out in about 1917.
Oh, yeah.
This is a very early machine pistol, obviously. And I think it's multi-barreled, like a revolver or like a minigun.
Like a minigun.
I think it works like a minigun.
That's amazing.
Rather than having a single aperture, it has a revolving barrel that auto loads.
Now I've got a hole to go down on the internet.
And you go look at the Bergmann submachine gun. You recognise it's a very heavy thing, like a lot of those early ones. I'm just wondering whether there's anything else of note on here. But between them, there's somebody attacking with an entrenching tool, somebody with a Mauser. And I think you're right, certainly, to get access to the full range of equipment, because this is a campaign system.
There's a mace.
That's probably the only submachine gun in existence in the First World War. So we don't have Americans here, so we don't have things like the BAR, but that was a thing back here. And there's some other automatic rifles in the world. In that era, it's not an uncommon weapon. It's not used by these militaries, but it is by, like the Danish had some, I think.
Luckily, it would just be represented by, I think, pistol.
There's just pistol.
There's just pistol.
There's no submachine
for one-handed range weapons. There is a buzzsaw, which I assume represents larger MGs.
Right.
No, it's rifle, shotgun, sniper, buzzsaw, automatic rifle, anti-tank rifle, flamethrower. That's it.
Right. So again, we don't have an anti-tank rifle here. They did have anti-tank rifles.
Or a flamethrower.
And we don't have flamethrowers here. No. Everybody had flamethrowers because it was a siege. So, but yeah, these are nice looking models. They're a bit more involved than if you've only ever built sort of newer Warlord kits where you used to have an arm and rifle, or maybe even both arms and rifles. This is that classic attached to the left arm, attached to the right arm to the weapon. Not every arm goes with every weapon. You want to look carefully, and your better bet in most cases is to have the character carrying the weapon in one arm and doing something with their other one, like they're running or walking, is your easiest build option.
Oh, for sure,
as soon as you've got to match up a couple with them, it's just the scale of complexity of the model making has gone up. And as this is a game about running around in trenches with objectives, it's not a problem that they're not all in a firing position.
Definitely not. Definitely
in fact, I would generally avoid it. It's kind of a better way of doing it. So if you're going to mix and match the arms to get the other weapon options, the only snag you're going to run into is the cuffs. But it depends how much it bothers you. Everybody's wearing a tunic or a greatcoat, so that's not a big deal. But they may have slightly different cuffs. But this is a fantasy setting. And do you know what? It wouldn't be wrong in this setting for you to be wearing a French greatcoat with a German sleeve.
No.
Because there's nobody making new jackets.
Of course not, no.
So if your sleeve goes, you find the nearest jacket on a dead guy and you put it on your sleeve.
Of course you do,
so in rather uniquely to this setting, I think that works.
This sprues where it's at for me.
That sprues where it's at,
I love
you like
this.
the pig face dude.
I love this. There's a guy who's wearing a bearskin who is a goat.
Yes, that is a fact.
That is a fact.
And there's a hooded pig face dude, but that might just be his elongated gas mask.
It's an elongated gas mask, and he's got horns.
But he's got horns. That's a bad guy, right?
To go back slightly earlier in the video, there's no factions. You pick 5 guys.
Yeah?
Just 5. 5
This is a 5 guy. Do you have an ossifer?
I think officer is one of the options of guys.
Right, but it's not like you have an officer and the last 4 guys.
No. Doesn't look like it.
And one of the options, special trooper, could be a witch. So you probably can't make all of your options from these guys.
You can have 1 special trooper.
Oh, right.
And it costs resources to do so.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Select 5 models, assign them a name, select a special trooper, allocate stats, roll a floor, roll a feat, spend your resources.
The fact that this is set in the real world, I'm quite surprised that they've gone to the effort of providing you with a name generator for your characters.
Do you want to do
But I like the fact that they're called the names of the soon-to-be fallen. Not the names of the fallen, the names of the soon-to-be fallen.
Go on, roll one up.
Roll one up. What are we rolling? D100s?
D100s.
You always need a D100 for this table.
Probably
First name is 12.
They are Hiram.
Hiram?
Yeah.
Hiram as in Hiram Maxim.
The next one is Maxim. So yes, they did do that on purpose.
Hiram 78.
Hiram the Lucky.
Hiram the Lucky. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, Hiram Maxim is a guy who invented the machine gun. Oh, well, he invented the Maxim.
Those are next to each other. In fact, it says Cooties Dingbat Hiram Maxim.
There you go. All right. So to get you started, this will definitely get you started in the game, but you probably will quickly want to be investigating 3D prints to make some of those special characters, I would imagine.
Almost definitely.
But it's completely miniatures agnostic. You go your own way. We're definitely going to have a bit of a play around with this. I have been on Temu and ordered some cheap as crap trenches for us to trial the game with before we get everything sort of painted and going. I'm pleased that they've given you these well-worn figures as a place to start.
Yeah,
I think it's really nice. And the fact that they've gone with the War Games Atlantic, I've got these 4 options. If you want to make so you can build some character into them quite quickly. You know, rather than just saying I've got a sergeant and 4 riflemen, I've got Sven and I've got Max.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. And because it's broadly a
Pierre,
fictional universe,
the Frenchman. Yes.
I wouldn't worry about putting other miniatures into it, which were like almost science fiction-y, almost like... I've got some witch hunter miniatures at home, and I wouldn't worry about using the giant guy with a machine gun.
It's got rules for lasers, isn't it? Or plasma guns or something. Was that Forbidden Psalm?
That was the shortened version of the rule set for Forbidden Psalm, which has got like some of it's fantasy and some of it's not. This is very World War One.
Right.
Like, I don't think anything outside of World War One except trench maggots and mud ghouls.
Oh, mud ghouls! You want to watch out for the mud ghouls, mate. They'll have you. Yeah. But you're really going in for this for the style. I mean, it's a fairly simple looking game with a lot of flavour. Most of this book is story, not rules, which I like.
These are rules.
These are rules. This is the bestiary.
Yeah, this is a bestiary.
This is the bestiary.
Yeah. So this is the possible enemies: Hounds of Anwin,
random
barbed wire beasts. Yeah. So you play games. I think from what they said at the show, you play a game against each other, but there's nearly always some other thing roaming around the table or something else is happening.
The problem in this mission is trench maggots.
Which we'll have to do ahead of time because then we'll need to make some maggots.
Yeah, we definitely can't be rolling that on the table
for
a video.
Yeah.
But I'm excited to try because it doesn't look too involved. No. You're only doing 5 or 6 guys. Yeah, we do need trenches, but we could play it without trenches if we weren't on camera. To get started. It was quite accessible. I think this starter set, it was £70 from War Games Atlantic. I was a little bit surprised to have not heard more about it as a box set starter. But having met the guy, he's really passionate. He seemed interesting and like he knew how to write a rule set. And if you want to try something that's different and have an excuse to use some World War I miniatures, or even just to sample all of the different War Games Atlantic World War I miniatures, I think it's a great set and a great little game. We're definitely very pleased with it, I think.
Oh, for sure, yeah. No, I'm looking forward to it. If you're interested in finding out more about the game, there was a very recent video at the time of this creation where you did an interview with the guy.
I did interview the guy at the show, which you can see on the link in the description. All right, thank you for watching. Bye-bye. If you're still here and you're looking for ways to support the channel, there's obviously a lot of ways down in the description, but a key way is to use our affiliate links to Whaling Games and others. You buy your models from them, it doesn't cost you a penny more, and we earn a little bit of commission. Thank you.